Hello you beautiful people and welcome to today's video. So today I would like to show you my newest completed sketchbook. It's this tiny Moleskine sketchbook and I forgot to put a sticker on it and then I was too lazy to do that. So there's no sticker on it this time. Oh, that's a crunchy sound. First page, I did a little introduction. I started this sketchbook on the 22nd of April 2021 and I finished it on the 20th of May 2021. And here we have my little Sona Tani, the Tanuki, having a cup of coffee, like it is my trademark at this point. Yeah, let's just start. This sketchbook, this format, feels like really small because the Moleskine is just really narrow. It's not really an A5 size, it's a bit more narrow. So keep that in mind. I don't know, should I make a warning? Because there's a lot of Good Omens fan art in this sketchbook. Because here on the first page we have my personal interpretation of bees from Good Omens. And yeah, here we have two random girls and my character Terence in his teenage years. And here we have more of my essays. These are from the Dennis Death comic that I still need to work on a bit, but I just felt a bit low energy lately, so I did not work on it. I preferred to work on my main comic and use my energy for that. And here we have my character Bastion. And if you hear any whining, it's my dog who's laying behind me and who's upset that I don't have my attention on him all the time. So, yeah, more character from my main webcomic. This is my web's character Oswin, who has not appeared yet, who will be appearing soonish. So... yeah, exactly. Here I did a little base color with acrylic paint because I got this very cute, very cheap pastel acrylic paint. And I painted something with them and then I used the rest of them to make this gradient, and then I drew on top with Posca pens. Some furries and a concept idea for the Dennis Death comic. A lot of Good Omens fan art. And my wife's and my character Merdin and Kato. More OCs. And bees again. And here we had a little challenge with a friend where we had some prompts, like 8 days of prompts to work on, and this one was favorite animal and favorite vegetable or fruit, and I chose watermelon and a Tasmanian tiger. And more characters, just so many characters. I have too many characters. I can't wait for Finlay to finally enter the scene in the comic. He's gonna be so much fun to draw. I just love him so much. More OCs. So this is a character from the Dennis Death comic. It's Anubis, who's a supervisor in the death agency. And here's some Crowley. And a duck. And these are very old OCs of my wife and I. Krea, my necromancer girl, and her god Nipa. And he is a harvest god. And I really like how this hand turned out. And we have had them for such a long time, years and years and years. Some colored pencil drawings. I drew on top with some watercolors to seal them in a bit. I feel like I'm repeating myself every time I make a sketchbook tour because I have so many sketchbook tours. I hope you don't mind that, but sometimes I'm repeating stuff I already said, but sometimes they're new people and they don't know the stuff. So yeah. Yeah, here's Crowley painting a Zerophat's nails in a nice pastel blue because I thought that was fitting. Derpy Leslie. And a derpy doggy. Because I think the prompt for that day was derpy face or so. And I drew this on some scrap paper and colored it in with markers. And I think the prompt for that day was limited color palette, and I randomly picked 3 markers, and I drew one of the mermaids, aka sirens, from Leslie's comic, from the Patchwork comic. That's my main webcomic. Here's some more concept for the Dennis Death comic with Ezra, the fairy person who's entering the gates to the afterworld where he brings his souls, and this is the guardian. And yeah, here my wife got me very nice washi tapes that's very shiny. And some dance poses. I drew when I paused the dancing video because the prompt for that day was random like post studies or quick post studies. And yeah, more characters. Hannes and Kurt, my apocalypse dads, and Leslie and Trish, and from another story, my vampire girl Clara. Aziraphale and Crowley. People really liked this action pose of Aziraphale. I really like it too because I really like the composition and the wings and the fire sword and stuff. But also I really like Crowley holding a plant. More OCs of mine. A lot of OCs of mine. I really like how Prim looks here. My witch coven leader. And Bastian and his boyfriend, Joshua. And Dennis, the Reaper. Fancy Dennis, the Reaper. With his hair not in his face. Me sleeping inside a coffee mug because that's a new mood, honestly. Another character of mine who loses one half of one leg in an accident in the story, but she copes with it and still is badass. So, oh yeah, this is the taco stand from Finlay. He actually sells green tacos. And when I drew this, I remember I really wanted to have a taco. This says Bergfest, and that's a German word for, if I translate it, it means like mountain party, which does not make any sense, but oh well. We call Wednesday that because that's the middle of the week, and from there it goes down and towards the weekend. And I drew this in here because it's the middle of the sketchbook. So Terrence. Some poses. Prescott. I started a little mini comic with him one day, but I just wrote myself into a corner. That's what happens when you don't plan out the plot, really. A limited color palette with paint markers. Some snuggles. And this random dude and Terry. And furries. And Ingmar, my character Ingmar, the ice witcher, magician, whatever. Some colored pencil drawings. More. Oh yeah, and also there's Resident Evil fan art. I talked about this in my last video. I've been into my old fandom again. I don't know if you know, or if you have watched my last sketchbook session where I drew a lot of sketches. Surprising, I know. I talked about how much I love Ada and Leon, and how much I can understand that they wrote Ada out of the script of Resident Evil 8. But I still am a bit disappointed that I cannot see Ada in a black doctor outfit in action. But I really understand that it did not fit the vision and the story they had in mind. But it still would be so cool because her outfit was so good. So I drew the tall vampire mom, Lady Dimitrescu. And also Ada in a business outfit, and a bit inspired by the plague doctor outfit, just without the mask. And oh yeah, some of the cute washi tape. And my witch Maya, and some of our newer paints that my wife tried out. And also I cleaned my flower patch finally, because it was about time that I did that. This spread was what we did together in the last video. And more characters of mine, Sinister, and my vampire kind. And oh yeah, Crawley being nice to one of his plants for once on a good day. Oh, here I had a song in my head for like about a week. And I had to draw something related to it because it's in my playlist for my main webcomic. I have playlists for everything, like a 15-year-old. And it is, if you're interested, it is This Must Be the Place, Nave Melody, a cover by Kishibashi. I think that's how you pronounce them. I don't know. The original is by Talking Heads, but I like the cover more because it has violins. And it's so... I get a warm feeling when I listen to it. So, Leslie and Trish. And my elf girl Eleanor being happy that it is summer, because she likes summer a lot. And this is Todd, Viola, and Matt, and they have a little pen and paper session, and I picture Todd to be a very, very good DM. And yeah, Ada and Leon reacting to the tall vampire mom on social media. And Aziraphale and Crowley again. And someone pointed out this looks like the French flag, and I had to think about their adventures in France. And I thought they had a lot of pleasant memories in France. And yeah, I thought that was rather fitting, and maybe Crowley decided to eat that ice cream, that popsicle, because of their memories of France. So, France? Whatever. I can't think, I can't talk right now. Which is a very good thing to be in while filming a sketchbook tour. These cute little ice cream cones I stuck in here were inside of a package a nice friend sent us, and I stuck them in here, and they're pretty cute. And here we have Gabriel and Beelzebub on the beach, because I thought, why should only these two have a nice beach day? Because these deserve it as well. Having very sweet lemonade and just laying in the sun. Also, I picture bees to be just as sensitive to the sun as I am, because I go into the sun and I get red like a lobster immediately, and I burn to pieces. So here I rearranged my watercolor palette a bit, my main palette, and I swatched it. And here are some paints that our friend sent us. Oh, what was I out of frame? I'm sorry. They are glittery. I like them. More Aussie drawings. What can I say? And here I was on a German Discord server and I asked the nice people there what I should draw. And this prompt was a T-Rex in a maiden's costume, but I figured the T-Rex could also be in a maiden's costume. This was from my wife, Bran carrying something hatching from an egg, a happy potato, and a piece of cheese. And this is my girl, Voluntas. She's a medic and very good at her job. And this one, this prompt was just a cinnamon roll. And in German, if you're interested, a cinnamon roll is called Zimtschnecke. And it really translates to cinnamon snail, because it's a spiral like a snail. So also a Pegasus and a chicken juggling its own eggs. Very irresponsible mother here. Don't do that. So don't juggle your kids. And shiny washi tape, like it is supposed to be. I love shiny washi tape. I love it so much. Leslie being tired, and here's a bit of Betsy. And that's the end. That's all I have for you right now. Here are some of the prompts, and that's it. That's it. And because I use so much watercolor, this is a chunky chunk. It has become a very chunky boy, which is fine, but it's chunky. I like it. Yeah, this was filled rather quickly, and because it's so small, I'm now in a A4 sketchbook, which feels a bit better because I have more space on the page again, but also it's the new render one, and the paper's not pleasant if you don't only work in black and white. Let me tell you. But I'm gonna tell you about that when I have when I'm filming that sketchbook tour. So yeah, thank you very much for watching for now, and we see each other later, and until we see each other, please do something that makes you happy. Bye!